Now, Justin, the way you guys fought back, I want to look at that first. Just in the third period, you're down one. It seemed like this group never changed, or the game plan, you guys are still putting pucks on net, and you finally break through. What was kind of the message going from the second to the third?
I think for us, you saw it last year. We're a team that you can't kill. So we're never worried whether it's first, second, or third period, down a goal, up a goal. I feel like the message is keep doing what we're doing. I mean, you look at the first 7 games here. We're putting up 40-plus shots most nights, and that comes as an effort from the forecheck, from being responsible through the neutral zone. So, we're kind of sticking to what we're doing. We're looking at the metrics analytically, and everything's kind of showing that we're doing a lot of good things. Obviously, at the end of the day, you want results, but the resiliency, and the stick-to-itiveness of this team is, it's been great to start the year.
How about for you? I mean, you couldn't buy a goal the last little bit. I mean, 2 called off. The empty net attempt last night, they just weren't clicking for you. Finally get through. How's it feel? Does it feel like a weight off your shoulders?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's something that I do. I score goals, and I've done that throughout my whole career. And it's funny. I'm in my 11th year right now, and it's one of the probably the longest droughts I've gone through to start the year. So I was definitely getting a little bit squirrely, but I can't commend my teammates and coaching staff enough, kind of sticking with me, manifesting that goal. And coach came up to me in between the second and third saying, I think you got one here. And so all the boys have been really supportive, and hopefully for me that's kind of opens up the floodgates so I can continue to help this team win games.
I know it's you get the weekend, you get the day off tomorrow, and you get practice on Saturday, right back to it. I mean, this one's got to sting, but how much are you guys looking forward to getting back out there Sunday and taking on the top team? Big challenge there with the Colorado Eagles coming to town again.
Yeah, I think we played them pretty tight. I think the last time we played them, it was a fast-paced game. Not a lot of margin for error there, and so anytime you play a team that's had success the last couple of years, you look forward to it. But I think we just continue to do what we're doing, play with pace. I think in that game, we were losing our F3 a little bit too much, and that's a team that'll make you pay. But tonight didn't lose the F3, anywhere near as much. And like I said, we put up 45-plus shots. Most nights you're going to win the game. So I think we that stick-to-itiveness, that fight we have, is great, and we'll take that into this weekend.
This is going to be a heartbreaker for your group. When we take a look at this one, it seemed like it was a Gulls hockey game. You outshoot them drastically, 45-22. Your guys break through. Justin Bailey gets his first. Cedoroff continues. Matthew Phillips does what he does. What do you take from this one? I'm sure it's a bad taste in the mouth, but the way this team performed, they just stuck with what you've been preaching.
When you're in a back-to-back, it's a challenge. And the challenge is to start on time because the other team's rested and jumping. And we didn't, giving up the 2 goals back-to-back like that puts you behind the 8 ball. But the good news was that there was a lot of game left to play. And it took us a bit to complete the comeback. But getting the first one was big from Philly and clawing us back. And then the second, there wasn't really a lot of action outside of a major save from Cali. And then, kind of patient with the game into the third period, and it felt like we were dominating in stretches. And then the big deal is to be able to finish the job, and they sift one from the highest slot. We got a guy without a stick, and unfortunately the puck goes off us in overtime. So, listen, we got to start on time. I love our comeback, love the fight. There was a lot of good in the game. We want to finish the job.
Callie Klang has been good at both his starts. And what can you say, though, just the way he's been? I mean, hasn't a whole lot of action here. In 1 month of play, just the 2 starts both end up in overtime losses. But I just think about that second period a lot and those couple saves he's made.
Got us a point in each of his games. So, it's a tight division. It's going to be a race all the way for 72 games. And collecting every point along the way is important. And Callie was certainly a factor in collecting a point tonight.
It took 6 games, but Justin Bailey finally gets off the schneid. I mean, how big is that for your group? It seems like his goal really sparked the bench, too, as well in that third period when you guys really started to pour it on.
It's inevitable that Justin's going to score. When he's skating, he's a top player in our league, and he was skating today. And, found a way to get in behind. It was a great spot chip by Nico to play on to speed, but, big-time finish by Justin.
You guys return home Sunday, Colorado Eagles. You get the day off tomorrow and then practice Saturday. How do you prepare for what's this division league team that you saw just a couple weeks ago?
We know how good they are. Producing offense is difficult. Their goaltending's been hot. Their team defense is good, and they're winning for a reason. We played them tough. It was a 1-0 game almost all the way through, and one bounce here or there, and little tweaks that we know we can make. We're ready for the fight.